She had the opportunity to read me there during the reading challenge, but she waited an entire year for press to say what she wanted to say.
Oh. Jujubee, welcome to the Drag Race Yearbook. As it's your first time here, let me just explain how this works, okay? We're gonna have a little kiki, a little talk about your time on UK versus the world. Then I'll be asking you some questions, asking you to nominate your fellow queens in our Juicy Yearbook category.
Okay.
The only rule is you can't nominate yourself.
Oh, I never do.
Category is Biggest Drama Queen.
Jimbo.
Oh, there we go.
But I love Jimbo. I think Jimbo's a talented and amazing person, but they're very centered in drama.
Well, talking of drama, what was it like watching Jimbo's elimination and Pangina's elimination as well? What was it like being in the moment? Was it as tense as it looked?
Yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was so tense. And I will say we all go into this competition so hungry and so ready to get to the end. And, you know, as a queen and artist, you just want to do every single part of it, you know? And sometimes the universe doesn't have that planned for you. And clearly it was planned for me, for Mo, for Blue, and for Baga. And, you know, take this like it is. When you have expectations, it's a premeditated letdown, baby.
That is true. People were saying when Pangina eliminated Jimbo, because they were the strongest competition, but online, the fans were being very crazy and very rude and saying that you should have gone. What was your response to seeing all of that commotion?
Honestly, if I should have gone, then I would have gone, but I didn't. You know what I mean? And that wasn't even up to me. So like, what's the point? You know, if I won the lottery, would somebody say, hey, you shouldn't have won the lottery because there's poorer people out there? That wasn't up to me.
Yeah.
And those same people, I say this, you had dinner last night. You shouldn't have eaten that because somebody else is hungrier. You know what I'm saying? Like, come say it to my face, baby.
Ooh.
They won't. And that's the thing, like, they won't.
It's all online.
It's all online, and then they pay a meet and greet price, wait 5 hours, and then they cry at the meet and greet, you know? So it's just like, you come for all the love that I have to give, but then you're leaving me with whatever childhood trauma that you've been unable to unpack. And I've unpacked mine.
I know that's right.
Baby, I've gone to therapy, baby.
Yes, baby, with a therapy, yes.
Category is Shadiest Queen.
I don't believe this in real life, but in this competition, don't you think it was Blue for eliminating Pangina?
I think Blue has swept this category. She really solidified herself as okay.
but isn't that what we want? It's like when you watch this competition, you're like, this is what we want. Although Rue did call me a shady queen after I won my last reading challenge. How many times was it again?
3? You are the queen of shade. It's phenomenal to watch it every time. But we have to talk about the meme of you making notes of your sisters in the first episode. Were you making notes for the reading challenge or just observations generally?
Both. It's what we do as sociopaths. It's what we do.
I remember seeing Lemon spent lots of money on drag.
She did.
Honestly,
Lemon's wardrobe is amazing and insane. I was like, oh my gosh, why am I here? You know, because she brought so much to the runway and I brought just under my budget to the runway. Just under. I saved some. I saved just enough to get a sausage.
Resourceful queen. You know what I mean?
Okay. What? Okay. Girl, this is what I gotta say to the people who've been hating. A lot of y'all ain't never been poor, and it shows.
Ain't that the tea?
Oh, baby.
We love you and throwing the shade and doing the most, but were there any reads in the reading challenge that you wish had aired?
Was there a Jimbo read? I don't remember.
But you could do it now.
I think it had something to do with like, in this pandemic, we're required to put on a mask over our face. How many do you wear, Jimbo? 2? It was good, right?
You need to stop.
Yeah, which it's kind of like a well-rounded way of telling her she's Two-Face. I think she got it. She had the opportunity to read me there during the reading challenge and to win that. So she had the opportunity to actually do that. But she waited an entire year for press to say what she wanted to say.
Oh.
Ain't that some shit? Dang, you've been sitting on that for a year, baby.
The Queen of Shade, Jujubee, is here, honey.
And for all you little bitches that are being mean to drag queens out there, you think you're gonna hurt my feelings? I'm a cat mom. I'm a fucking cat mom. I carry my cats to bed to get ready for sleep, and they leave. That hurts.
Category is Best Look.
Oh, this is between 2. My favorite 2 runways. Mo, the flamingo, Las Vegas flamingo, which was it was so genius. It was so smart. And the mention of the RuPaul's Drag Race Live at the flamingo in Las Vegas was the smartest move, right? And then my next favorite, like the one that I can't get over, is Pangina's Dots look. That was so cool.
Amazing.
From head to toe, it was so well thought out. The makeup was gorgeous. And I think that's the night that she lip synced as Pikachu. And Janie was doing this. And Janie killed it with that. I swear we need to call that move the Janie.
The Janie, just a pop, 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 pop.
Well, I can't do it because I have no rhythm, but
You got some rhythm.
Baby, you've worked with me, baby. I'm always like, can you count me in? I was like, count me in, okay? Because I can only find the 1 and the 3.
The 1 and the 3, baby. Every odd number. Don't. Baby, we need to talk about your runways, girl. The judges said on a couple of occasions that you didn't live up to the juju that they know and they love. What was it like hearing the critique? And did you feel that your runways weren't as, high up there?
Oh, absolutely. I knew that my runways weren't high up there before I left my apartment. But I knew that. And I literally said to myself, Juju, you have okay runways, and then you have a terrible one. And then the ones that I love the most are the ones that you just saw last week, my work of art and the finale look. And those were, and I was like, but I have to get there in order to wear them.
That's usually the plan.
Yeah, it's the plan. But leading up to it, I was like, oh my gosh. And my Vegas look was supposed to be my cat look. But the designer that was supposed to make that bailed on me. And then my Dots look was supposed to be made by another designer that left me for a huge pop star. And that's fine, right? So I had to refer back to the guy that was making the other outfits, and we never made an actual cat outfit, so I used my other cat look that I used for an album, for my Christmas album, Together Alone. I did that. So I was like, what do we do? And I made some choices. And I will say, I think my favorite part of my Dots look was the sideburns.
That, you know what? Yeah, just go with it.
Babe, if you can't laugh at yourself,
listen,
it's not that serious, And I sat there beautifully with one tear. I've always felt like I don't fit in, looking like a fucking troll.
But you do it so well.
I looked in the mirror and I said, oh my God, you look so beautiful, Juju. I almost didn't recognize you.
You are too much. Well, you had your redemption last week, and your win, and obviously the stunning runway look. What did it mean to win finally? For me, to finally win, and to win in a music category made me feel, like I was doing something right. And I was so happy that I had that dress.
and the hair. And, you know, we work with some amazing designers and they came through for that.
Yes.
So my feet hurt though. That was the first time I wore those shoes. But it felt so good. And it also felt really nice to finally like hear the judges say something nice, you know, because y'all don't get to hear everything that they say. And sometimes it's kind of mean.
Really?
Sometimes it's a little bit more than you hear, and I'm like, and you know me, like say something mean to me.
Juju, your hair looks matted.
Thank you. You like it's literally like every so much. I've learned so much right now. And then I go back to the hotel and I cry with my Yorkshire pudding and my sausage roll and my cordial, my squash.
Squash, yes, your squash. All of England's finest.
7 parts squash, half part water, just like
water. Yeah.
Category is Class Clown.
Okay, this is really interesting because it would be me. But the class clown also makes people happy as well. I want to say Baga.
Baga, I can see that.
But Baga doesn't try to be the class clown. Baga is just Baga. And there's just really hilarious nuances about Baga. You know, I went to dinner with her last night and I got to her apartment, or her flat, sorry. And she was like, hold on, let me put on me tracksuit. And it was a designer tracksuit. And I'm over here like, wow, I'm poor. Or maybe I'm just really cheap.
Yeah, maybe. But Baga is now, you know, the most famous person in Britain. So,
Princess Diarrhea.
As coined. Well, Juju, it's your 4th time on Drag Race.
Yeah.
Are you done now? Is this it? Or are you going to come back for more?
Thank you for saying Back for More, because that's the title of my new album, which was just released on Friday, the same day that Death Drop opened at the Criterion Theater. Is this my last time competing on a drag competition? More than likely, is this my last time being a part of a drag competition? No. I think that there's this relationship that I have with World of Wonder, Rue, and now I'm so grateful for this BBC family, right? I just want to work in the arts and I want to be, and you know what we're doing right now is really important, girl, because the queer voices of people of color sometimes isn't heard. So when we get the opportunity to speak about our experience, and although you and I aren't the same color, we have our experience from us, and it's very different from the masses, right? Yes. And to be able to convey how we feel and what we think, and you know, to have debates over what we think should happen in the grand scheme of the queer community, I think that's a beautiful thing. And I would appreciate still being able to use my voice so that, you know, the little Asian kid in a small town USA who feels alone can see me and say, oh my goodness, that queen right there is doing what I want to do. And if she can do it, I can too.
You can do it as well.
Yeah, exactly.
The importance of that is just...
It's so important. It's important. Representation. And
absolutely.
It's really cool because when I turn on BBC 3, and I was watching Us on UK versus World, and then there was another show after, and I saw these beautiful Asian men working at a nail salon, right? And it was like this family business, and I thought it was so cool because I've never seen that before. Coming from the US, I've never seen that, and to see that, and to see stories of people of color, it's really nice.
Oh, it's honestly
really nice.
We're being the front ones, and we're doing it, and we're making it, and we're grooving, and we're shaking.
Well, you're shaking. I barely move, babe.
I'm shaking just due to a hangover. That's completely different.
You need to drink some water, babe.
Water. I've got some water. Water. Juju, if you won UK versus the world and there was a winner's season, would you do a winner's season? You could just tell me. It's a little old.
Do you mind if I go upstairs? Let me ask Michelle and Rue if
Yeah, that'll be amazing.
Rue?
3 knocks.
Of course, I honestly, what did I say? When Rue calls, you answer, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Babe, I will say this. Every time I go, it's to harvest wisdom. And what I learned about myself this time, not even in the competition specifically, but like throughout the waiting period, is that the parts that I thought were healed weren't completely healed yet. And I was grateful to have this experience so that I knew what I needed to work on for myself.
Absolutely.
And that's what it is. I'm a really young 37-year-old. You know, I've had no work done yet.
Don't look a day over 18.
This wig is 18.
18. That's a T.
Category is Miss Congeniality.
Janie.
Janie, yeah.
Janie. Okay, so there's a timbre to Janie's voice where it sounds really, but she's hitting all the marks with her voice. But when you actually sit there and you are just speaking to her, her energy is just so loving and so kind.
Yeah.
And those earrings, honey, she let all of us borrow the earrings, and I eliminated her wearing her earrings. And then asked her for the earrings. And I still want those earrings, Janie.
Only you.
But did you see how she, when she was eliminated, how she approached me was from love. And I'm there feeling like crap because it's a position that you want to be in, but you don't. Yeah,
Absolutely. Janie, Miss Congeniality.
Miss Congeniality, yeah.
Well, to wrap up Juju, we just need a yearbook quote. It can be absolutely anything.
Fuck. It wasn't that. No, it's this. Jujubee or not to be? That is the question.
Yes! Get that on merch. Get that on merch. Yes.
It's Shakespeare.
Well, Jujubee, thank you so much for this lovely interview. You look stunning. I can't wait to come and see you in Death Drop because you're in London now, so we're gonna have to hang out. I'm gonna call Kitty. Yeah.
Let's go for tea.
Yes, please do.
And we can get oysters from the tent.
Oysters, yes. Take care, my lovely. Have a good one. Bye.
You too, babe.
Mwah.
Bye, Amber.
Amber.